Hi, my name is Tyler. I'm part of the Sustainability Project at Nottingham College. Today we are here with Emily and Liz.
Hello.
Hi, what is it that you guys do?
So we both work for Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust. I am Director of Action for Nature.
And I'm a Strategic Partnership Lead. So my role, I work with organisations, basically lots of different people, lots of different businesses or different organisations to support build great partnerships to do lots of great stuff for nature.
And my role oversees all of our work around volunteering, youth activism and community organising and communications, campaigns and advocacy.
What is the most impactful change you've seen in your field and what made it successful?
So I'm going to say the formation of Nottinghamshire Wildlife Trust, which was over 60 years ago now. And the charity we are today has really grown out of local people standing up for nature in their own community. And over those 60 years, the organisation has kind of grown, developed. We've bought new nature reserves. We've changed a little bit of what we do and how we do it. But actually, the most important thing for us is for more people to be able to make space for nature in their own places they work, where they live, where you go to school, where you learn, and have that real connection of everybody who's doing that work, because it is only by working together that we will make a wilder Nottinghamshire.
So for me, working with nature to really natural processes to support how we manage land and how we care for land and make it really diverse and the best habitat it can be. I think, that's happening more and more and more across the country. In Nottinghamshire, Nottingham Wildlife Trust at our Idle Valley Nature Reserve, 4 years ago, we introduced beavers for the first time in, I think it was 600 years.
Hundreds of
years
yes.
To Nottinghamshire. Okay, so we've now got, a 24-hour kind of nature, like an engineer. So they're beaver volunteers, but essentially what we've got is those guys. They're up in the north of the county, and they're really showing us how natural processes, how our keystone species that have been, extinct in this country for hundreds of years, can be brought back and can make an impact for nature. What they're showcasing already is stuff that we just wouldn't be able to do as effectively.
What is a common misconception people have about sustainability or your work?
I think, naturally when people think, we talk about being more sustainable, being kind of taking action, people think on grand scale and people think on costs, and it's really too much for they are, they're not going to make an impact as that individual. A phrase that I really kind of like and talk about a lot is local action for global change. And it's all about, actually, as Liz was kind of talking about there, people coming together, people working together, people collaborating, whether you're an individual, whether you're a local group in your community, whether you're a business, whether you're the council, whether you're whoever, all coming together to take action for nature. If we all do that together, we can all make big change. Added to that, I think, it doesn't have to cost a lot. You don't have to do a lot. If you don't have green space, and all you can do is support our campaigns that are lobbying through local governments or the central government to protect our natural spaces, whether it's from that, whether it's to put some water outside in your garden, or whether it's to, bring together a local group in your community to physically be doing lots of stuff. It's all great. Whatever it is, whatever little step you're taking to whatever big step you're taking, it's all making a change.
It all counts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What initially inspired you to get involved in sustainability?
So I was very fortunate to grow up in the countryside.
Yeah, me too.
And I was kind of always out, always playing outside, just, sitting by the river. And then I came to Nottingham to go to university. And my environment changed a lot. And I suddenly realised how disconnected I'd suddenly been from the countryside, green spaces, nature and things like that. So kind of got thinking about how I felt when I was out in nature. So even though my background is in social sciences, what I've done is brought together the sort of people element and why nature is so important for us, basically. It makes us feel better. Isn't it great when you can see, it doesn't matter what it is, even if it's the crows or rooks or whatever that we can hear behind us, just knowing that you're part of something bigger. So that's the thing that's really inspired me.
What is a project or achievement you're most proud of and why?
I think there's a lot of great projects that Notts Wildlife Trust have been doing since I've joined the trust. I've worked there for about 6 years. I'd say there's probably one before I started, or just as I started, where we actually managed to purchase Attenborough Nature Reserve.
Absolutely.
And that's to protect that space that we've been working on, one of the founding reserves that brought the trust together.
That was actually the reserve that people came together and went, no, we don't want these pits filled in. These are so valuable for wildlife. We want to save them.
So I think that is just a fantastic achievement of what people coming together can kind of save, and kind of, how that can really make a massive impact to the local community and to Nottinghamshire, to wildlife, to everybody. So that would be one for me.
Yep. I'm going to say, so a few years ago we launched our Wilder Nottinghamshire network, and that's very much about people coming together, us using our platforms to be able to really celebrate and amplify what they're doing, bringing people together, people learning from each other. Emily's worked with businesses. We're starting to get businesses joining the network as well. There's no cost to it. It's just about celebrating what great stuff is happening across the county for nature.
What's it mean to you both to have Green Hustle here today?
This is such a good event for Nottingham City, particularly. We're really, really strong advocates of more wildlife, more space for nature, more green across our urban areas anyway, as well as tying together all of the amazing things that people are doing. And I think this event is such a good celebration of how, not just for nature, which is obviously our focus, but the whole of the environmental sector coming together and just showing what's possible. And it's an absolutely joyous day to be part of.
Yeah, I would definitely echo that. And I think, bringing people together so people can realise that you're not on your own. There are so many people that want to, take action, that want to be more sustainable, that want to engage, learn and connect with how they, with nature and wildlife and what they can do. And I think this festival, I would say, spotlights so many different areas for people to just, build those connections and feel empowered to go out and do something after this.
And with it being in the city centre as well, it's a really great opportunity for people who might not necessarily be able to get out to a park or a nature reserve. It's so much better to be able to bring things to people. It's so much more accessible. So for us, it's a really, really good opportunity to meet more people who care about nature in Nottinghamshire.